With Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pierce in at the small forward position. And for New Orleans, Terry Rozier is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Davis Bertans, and it's Hunter in at the 5 spot. An old school feel to this one, Clark. Two excellent centers will be going at it.
Feels like we may be going back the first 65 or 70 years of the NBA, BA. I mean, we've become a 3-ball dominant league in terms of style of play. Tonight, you'll see what basketball used to be, a game dominated by the centers.
Now here's Hunter. The hook shot, and down it goes. 2 points.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Allen can't get it to go. Rozier, the pass to Hunter. For 3, here's Harris. Knocks it down from distance.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Ahead, here's Ingram, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
That free throw, good from Ingram. You know, Grant, looking at the Milwaukee Bucks, they play in a sports-crazed state in Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin definitely loves their football, but Milwaukee also goes hard for their Bucks, which is a big reason for their recent success, BA.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Bertans. Over on Antetokounmpo. Bertans with the bucket.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's Harris outside, and the Pelicans hit again from deep.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And Robertson gets it to go.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
Rozier, the pass to Ingram. And another 3 for New Orleans.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And they pick up 2.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul-Jabbar isn't easily going to be thrown off by a little contact. Abdul-Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
Now here's Hunter. What a tremendous game he played against Portland.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. The Pelicans, number 1.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Here's Robertson. Count it. Good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Ingram, the pass to Bertans. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. The turnaround jumper, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Hunter's got 6.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
One of the all-time greats and most versatile scorers ever, Oscar Robertson, showing you how easy it is for him to get to the line.
And it's in there. 7 points in the game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Ingram, the pass to Harris. Back to Ingram. Releases. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, because, I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Something else I like, their post play. Getting that ball inside, I love that.
That one's off.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Johnson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Matherin comes in for Allen. Here's Robertson. 8 points in his last time out. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
Amazing to watch Antetokounmpo will these shots in, refusing to concede to the defense.
Here's Rozier. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Abdul-Jabbar. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two.
That free throw good from Rozier.
You know, Rozier is known as an energy guy, but he's also a talented scorer who has a real hunger to continue to improve.
Bertans against Antetokounmpo. Got a hand on it. Ingram, pass to Bertans. With 1 on the clock. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Pelicans ahead, up 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
So it's Milwaukee now. 7-point differential. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
And you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
They've got Terry Rozier, Maxi Kleber out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Doug McDermott, and it's Hunter in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Sharpe. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. They get it again. Abdul-Jabbar. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
So you can't go for the fake. Once Kareem has you fooled, he's going right into the contact to draw the foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, the saying is defense wins championships. But in this day and age, don't you need both?
No question, B.A. You definitely do. I mean, we've seen plenty of great defenses flame out in the playoffs because they couldn't put up points. Defense alone isn't enough. You need a balance of both.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, everybody knows that Giannis Antetokounmpo is not just one of the best bigs in the league, but one of the best teammates all the way around. People say about him, he does everything. His teammates say he deals with guys, takes good care of them, makes sure they're healthy from top to bottom. He's the ultimate leader.
Special talent, Allie, and a special person. Thanks for that. Milwaukee calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And he dunks it down.
They call him Scary Terry for a reason. This guy's a blur in the open floor.
Here's Robertson. Second chance shot, and he takes it up and lays it in. He has 7.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Rozier finds Hunter. McDermott with the ball. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And, you know, it's clear McDermott has practiced this shot thousands of times. Quick trigger.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The Pelicans pull it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier, coming off a win against the Blazers.
They have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Tries the hook. The bank shot, no good.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Rozier, the pass to McDermott. Here's Sharp. The 3 is up. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. And the Bucks miss again.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Hunter, good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Allen with it. Now McDermott defending. The shot's good.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
For New Orleans, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. It's Sharp on the wing. Fades away. The offensive rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Up top, Allen. Pounded by Rozier. And he lobs it up. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And he gets it back. And that one's good. And it's Rozier with the ball for New Orleans. They've got a 9-point lead. Pass to Hunter. Fades. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Robertson. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Antetokounmpo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, smart pass by Abdul-Jabbar, ready and willing to find his open teammates.
Pass to Sharp, releases, and another basket for New Orleans.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's Robertson, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Sharp passes to McDermott. Rozier against Allen. Rozier can't get it to go. The Bucks shooting 35% in the second so far. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Unselfish play that time by Marcus Johnson. Recognized his team had a better look, and he got him the ball.
McDermott outside. Sends it home from three-point land. McDermott's got 6.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
That'll count. That one is off. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Give a big round of applause for your Pelicans dance.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. New Orleans had no problems getting going. They staged a good old-fashioned ambush, going on an aggressive 9-0 run at the start. Most of their well-earned lead evaporated, though, as they ended up with just a 2-point lead at the end of one. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Shaq, what'd you think about what we saw from New Orleans?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially defensively. It's taken a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have this second.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Their perimeter defense was lackluster to say the least. Shooters were getting open shots, guys were wide open.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, the Bucks shooting around 50% in the game so far. Kicking off the second half, here's Adrian Griffin's 5. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Allen in at the 2 spot.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
New Orleans has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. To the inside, here's Hunter, blocked!
And the massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
Wall looking over the floor. Here's Ingram. The rebound by the Bucks.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Here's Ingram. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Well, Clark, with his mix of power and length, at times Giannis can seem unstoppable.
You know what? Not often is it that one guy forces teams to reconsider their whole defensive game plan, but Giannis forces you to build the wall because you don't want him getting downhill, or he'll make you suffer the consequences.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter.
And a nasty right
Down
there.
it
Oh,
goes.
my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. The fader. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
Such a gifted scorer, perhaps the greatest scorer of all time, Abdul-Jabbar, showing you he's got some touch from the mid-range, too.
Ingram finds Hunter. Again, the Pelicans. Good for 2.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Ball for 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Robertson. Oh, blocked by Ingram.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Shoots a fadeaway. Again, the Pelicans good for 2. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Antetokounmpo on the money from 12 feet away. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And the Bucks with some changes. Robinson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Allen. Milwaukee calls timeout.
All right, y'all. I'm looking for the loud section. If you get
Johnson, he's checked in for the Bucks.
so let's go.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Pelicans, number 1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
1:43 left in the third. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram. .141 left in the third. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And that's going to be a foul on New Orleans. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, even though Kevin Herter knew early on that basketball would be his path, he said, quote, I played baseball up until my senior year in high school just to be a kid. You work different muscle groups. Specializing in sports as an early age is not something that I really agree with. Sports are supposed to be fun. Brian?
Well, that's the truth. Something we all need to remember. Thanks, Allie. Outside Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Hunter covering. That one falls. Abdul-Jabbar's got 15 points.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Ingram, the pass to Hunter. Here they come with numbers in transition. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Hey, guys, really easy to see why Ingram was the second pick in the 2016 draft with plays like these.
Driving to the basket. Robertson's shot is off.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. All for 3. Offensive rebound. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Johnson. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And here's Hunter for 3. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Hunter's got 25 points in the game. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 14. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, New Orleans shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. We've got Brandon Ingram. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Exum in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Ingram with the ball. Picked up by Matherin. Shamet. And another three for New Orleans.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Matherin. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Ingram. Here's Shamet. Now Robinson. Antetokounmpo covering. Fades and shoots. Here's Hunter. There's the block. Antetokounmpo outside. Another shot. And another shot. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Allen, he's checked in for Matherin. Here's Antetokounmpo. Robinson with the block. Shamet passes to Robinson. Outside Hunter. Shoots over Allen. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And it's good. 2 points. Pierce has got 4 points in the quarter.
Pierce, terrific off the catch and shoot. So smooth with that stroke.
From behind the arc, hits a three-pointer.
Loses him with the bounce and doesn't look back. What a pretty move.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count that one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Lots of tough places to play in this league, Clark. Which team you think has the best home court advantage?
Well, I think a number of teams would fit into that category. The Nuggets, because of the geography and the toughness of the altitude there. But the Knicks, when they're good, there's a hard place to play. Portland, when the Blazers are rolling, is a heck of a home court advantage. Boston, with their history and the great teams they've had in the past and what they've had recently, those are some that come to mind for me.
And here's Hunter for three. Antetokounmpo inside, and he banks in the layup.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Ingram on the wing. He's feeling it. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got 8 rebounds in the game. Again, Milwaukee.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Pierce not afraid to seek out that contact inside.
And he knocks down the first one. The Bucks making a switch here.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. The Pelicans have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And it's Ingram off the drive. Out to the right wing. Exum knocks down the long J. Exum's got 9 points here in the second half.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
At the line for your Pelicans.
And the free throw, no good. You know, Clark, one thing that stood out the last few seasons is the number of blockbuster trades just before the deadline.
Yeah, I think it's part of the league being a year-round league. I mean, that's a huge time on the calendar for the league when teams are looking to make moves to transform themselves or improve themselves. But you're right. The number of big trades have been more prevalent recently. And some of that is because of the power the players have in terms of facilitating movement. And when Kareem's got it going like this, just let him go to work. Feed the beast and let him eat.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pelicans.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the baddest one.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Fires it. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And we'll see you next time.